Good morning, it's Mrs. Lovett here. Today I am writing from the prompt April 13th literacy. Mrs. Cox said you are going to write an essay in which you express and support your opinion. Here's the prompt. Some schools have decided to divide boys and girls into separate classrooms. Would you prefer to be in a classroom with only your own gender, or would you prefer a mixed gender classroom? Explain why. Now, I changed the prompt slightly because I am a teacher. So instead of saying I would rather be in a classroom, I'm talking about if I would rather teach a classroom of mixed gender or specific genders. Okay, so let's start here. And I'll try to mark up as we go. Nope. Okay. Sweat, stinky feet, and body odor, oh my. That's my hook. Kind of like from Dorothy over the rainbow, Wizard of Oz, when she says, lions and tigers and bears, oh my, or something like that. But anyway, sweat, stinky feet, and body odor, oh my. When I think of teaching an all-boys class, my mind automatically goes to smells. Wait, girls smell too. I think I would much rather teach separate gender classes than mixed gender classes because doing so would offer a more productive and comfortable learning environment, as well as let me teach different strategies that are more suited to each gender. So I do have my and my third topics laid out. And yes, this time I did use a Foursquare. I forgot to start with that, but I will try to find it when we're finished. Okay, so here's my topic. So that was my introduction, and then this is my topic 1. And remember, this is just an opinion. I feel that teaching an all boys and all girls class would offer a more productive learning environment. Sadly, even 5th graders are often caught up on crushes and who likes who. I've had to stop teaching to solve dating drama dilemmas many times in my career. I've had to move students because a girl was furious another girl was sitting by her boyfriend, as if he was her property. I have also had to stop teaching math to have a Me Too moment when boys call girls woman or react aggressively when a girl corrects them. Many times I feel that the class male majority has used gender stereotypes to paint girls in a negative light, such as saying that all girls cannot make up their minds or are always late. Those are moments that I cannot ignore and keep teaching fractions. Some may argue that these types of teaching moments are needed, and that is why classes should be mixed. This was my counter. I agree that boys and girls need to be taught how to respect each other and not accept gender stereotypes. But students get plenty of time outside of class to learn how to properly interact with each other. So that was my counter. If classes were separated by gender, there would be less romantic and gender role distractions. So that's one of the main points of this topic, because there's less distractions. Okay, topic 2. Besides a more productive learning environment, I feel that both boys and girls would be more comfortable with their own genders. So we had productive, now we're going comfortable. Boys may not be as embarrassed or offended when answering a question incorrectly in front of other boys. Girls may feel more comfortable to speak up or answer questions around other girls. I know when I was in middle school, I felt that math and science came so easily to the boys. I had no idea how to get my light bulb to turn on, but my crush, Josh, now my husband, came over and started wiring circuits and in no time had that bulb beaming. I never asked for help or explanations. I just accepted that I didn't get it, and boys did. As a teacher, I feel I could be more focused on teaching instead of catering to genders. I am always thinking about how many times boys answered, usually by blurting, and that I need to call on more girls. Separated gender classrooms would make teachers and students more comfortable. Okay, before I go to topic 3, I need to take a picture of it. So I'm done with this. screenshot. That way I can use the markup. Okay, so that was comfortable. So that was topic 2. Now this is topic 3. I also think that students would benefit from different teaching strategies in separate gender classrooms. Teachers can be more personable and use different strategies to help their students. I know it would be much easier to be more receptive to different genders if they were by themselves. There are a lot of sensitive subjects that would be painless to address with all girls or all boys. Also, when choosing books or life examples, boys are typically drawn to the same subjects and girls by different ones. It would be much simpler to find a class book to read with all boys or all girls. I have found that the boys in my class are outspoken, energetic, and competitive, which are not bad qualities. Those are usually qualities that lead to being good leaders, whereas the girls are more reluctant to speak or answer a question that they clearly know. If genders were separated, maybe the boys would be able to focus their energy more. Maybe the girls could speak up and be challenged. Okay, and then this is my conclusion. Without doing a scientific study, classroom separation by genders is a lot of maybes, but in my opinion, I would much rather teach all boys and all girls. So I'm restating. I feel that doing so would provide a more productive and comfortable learning environment with different teaching strategies. Each class of all boys and all girls may still have the same problems with smells. That is something we just have to live with as middle school teachers. Teaching classes of separate genders takes away some of the frustrations and makes teaching easier. The end. Okay, so remember when you are writing your essay, make sure it's not showing in this picture that you have an introduction, 3 topics, and a conclusion. So that would be 5 paragraphs in all. Remember to support your opinion with evidence. Okay, I hope that helped, and I'm sure Mrs. Cox or I or any of your teachers would love to read your essay. So bring it to the meetups or share it to our email, and we'd love to read it and give you some feedback. Thanks for watching. Leave me a comment if you did.